Hello everyone and welcome to week 13 of the Race22.com Street Stock Series. This week we're at Williams Grove Speedway, the final dirt race of this season. Third dirt Triple Crown race. Drivers on track qualifying right now. Scott Elston on screen making his laps. Williams Grove, an interesting dirt track. Really long straightaways and tight corners makes for some interesting racing, and especially in the street stocks. I heard these guys might be braking once the track starts slicking off. Scott Elston top of the board for now. Michael Edwards quickly takes the spot by just 100th of a second. Andrew Beach as well sits third place right now. Matt Benke fourth, Lafayette in fifth. Like Edwards off 4. He played his second lap. 25.14 again, but not faster. 3,000 slower. Elston also 3,000 slower on his second lap. And Andrew Beach will go 7,000 quicker. So that'll put him with a 1.9. Benke with a 25.29. Lafayette a 25.37. Beyond that, you got Crozier in 6th, Evers in 7th, and Lawrence in 8th. Looks like Cliff Mullins on track right now. Evers as well completes his second lap, 25.40 for Evers. Cliff Mullins first lap, third place, 25.17. across the line. 25:38 second lap, so doesn't it go quicker? Like Damon Nagel on pit road. We'll see if he goes out to make a lap. Need Giglio and Nagel all have yet to qualify.
All right, everybody. It is the final Triple Crown race for the dirt. You have 80 laps in the feature. Probably going to be one heat based on the number of cars. You've got 3 sets of tires in the pits and 1 fast repair. And last time I checked, there should be enough fuel.
Qualifying will end right there. Look at our qualifying results. It's important to remember Michael Edwards and Scott Elston, they both qualify on the front row. They'll lock straight into the feature. No need to race in the heat. And since those two locked their way in, that means Cliff Mullins will start on pole for the heat race. Beside him, Andrew Beach, the 71 car. Matt Benke will start 3rd. Nathan Lafayette will start 4th in that 00. Ethan Evers will start 5th. Adam Crozier will start 6th. Brianna Laurent in 7th. Blake Giglio in 8th. And Damon Nagel in 10th. Trenton Sneed, I don't think, has made the race tonight. So 9 total cars in the heat race. Rolling. 2 pace laps right here.
Remember, leader has lane choice upon restarts, and yeah, you can go once the pace track goes off, but don't go too early. Except for the person. Let's do that in turn 1, please. I might if I don't get enough heat in these damn brakes.
What do you need brakes?
Alrighty. Pace car gonna pull off. Cliff Mullins from that pole position in the heat. Gonna take us to the green. And his green flag is out. Even start for everybody. Looks like Andrew Beach with a good run into turn 1. even coming off 2. Good run for the 71 on the top lane. Side by side on the backstretch. Oh, contact between the leaders. That forces Andrew Beach to the top lane. He gets in the wall a bit. That's going to send him way to the back. The 8 car goes around Ethan Evers. No caution for that. Nobody's coming. He's going to have to get it back straight. Up toward the front, Cliff Mullins able to pull away after that incident in turn 4. Those two made contact up front now. Matt Benke slides up in a second. Beach trying to slide under Mullins. Giglio under Beach as well. 3 wide off of turn 2 right there. Looks like Giglio gonna back off. Slots back in behind. Another 3 wide again coming off of 4. Beach with a good run. He clears up to the front of the 35 and now Blake Giglio to the inside of the 71. Giglio and Beach side by side in turn 3. Beach looks like lets him go. Giglio with a bit of a slide job. 6 laps to go at the stripe, or lack of a stripe at the flag stand. And Mullins approaching halfway here, still in the lead. Alrighty. Don't know what that's about. Apologies for that. Anyway. Giglio starting to slightly run down Mullins, but I don't think he's got enough time. Beach, Lafayette in 3rd and 4th. Benke falls back to 5th. Nagel up 4 positions from where he started. Giglio up 6. So those two, the only cars to have made up spots in this race so far. Oh, the 35! Oh man, that was a bit of a contact. Oh, those two are really getting into it off the corner right there. A lot of contact made between the 86 and the 35. Laps to go here at Williams Grove for heat number 1 of 1. Mullins, horrible run on the bottom lane that allows Giglio to get to the top. Cliff gonna send a slide job into turn 3. Giglio gonna try to cross him over underneath, coming to the white flag. Mullins noses out in front into turn 1. Slides up the racetrack, gonna try to get the momentum off the corner. Those two almost dead even going into turn 3. Giglio with a slider. Mullins gonna try to cut underneath him, but Blake blocks the bottom. And Blake Giglio comes across the line to win our heat race tonight. Up 7 spots from where he started. And contact is made after this finish. Cliff Mullins takes it home 2nd, Andrew Beach in 3rd, Lafayette 4th, Nagel 5th, Benke 6th, Lawrence 7th, Crozier 8th, and Evers did not get the caution he needed. He'll finish 9th.
Gotcha.
Again, go over our results. Giglio gets that win. Snead obviously didn't start, so 9 cars total finishing the heat. And we're Warm up right now, looks like. 2-minute warm up, just gonna let these guys get used to the track. I think it reset right there, so track crews went out there and turned the dirt over, got it looking nice and fresh again. We'll go ahead and get a word with Blake Iglio, winner of the heat, see what he's got to say. Hey Blake, it's Lucas in the booth. You got me?
Oh, hold on. I gotta put my headset on. Give me 1 second.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, there we go. We're good now.
All right, Blake. Well, you got heat number 1. You came from pretty far back in the field. How'd the car feel tonight?
Oh, pretty good. Hit the bottom really, really good. So, hoping that we can just keep hitting the bottom all night and see 80 laps.
Gotcha, man. Well, we saw you make that move on Cliff there at the end, and then he wrecked you after the finish line. You think there's any harder feelings there from the 37?
I hope so. I do hope so. I like when I make Cliff upset, so I'm really hoping that he's really annoyed at me.
Well, for the sake of our entertainment, I hope he's mad at you too. Good luck, Blake.
I think I'll get wrecked, but we'll see.
Alright, well that was good old Blake Iglio. Now we're getting set for 80 laps here at Williams Grove tonight. Alright, pulling up our grid for tonight. Michael Edwards going to start in that pole position in the number 14 GFEA machine. Scott Elston on the outside in the Blockbuster Racing, number 85. Blake Iglio, who won the heat race, going to start in 3rd. Cliff Mullins in 4th. Those two had a great battle to the end of the heat. Andrew Reach going to start in 5th. Winner from last week in that 71 car, Nathan Lafayette in 6th. Damon Nagel going to start 7th here tonight. Matt Benke going to start 8th. Brianna Moore going to start 9th. Adam Crozier going to start 10th. Ethan Evers going to start 11th, and Trent Steen, who's not made a lap, will not make the race. So top 11 is going to start this race. And Michael Edwards is going to be able to take us to the green flag. All right. This guy's going to make 2 pace laps, same deal as before for the heat race. But this time they got to do 80 laps instead of 10. And the advantage, I think, is going to be to everybody behind that front row. The front row does not really have any racing experience yet. Yes, they did qualify in on speed. They were the fastest in qualifying, but they do not have any experience with those slide jobs and kind of aggressive moves you had to make in the heat race. So everybody third on back is going to have a lot more experience starting off in this race, but I'm sure it won't take long for that front row to get used to what's going on. Pace truck pulls off. Giglio tries to go. I think he forgot that it's on green.
Green flag.
Here we go. Green flag. Williams Grove Speedway. Already several lanes being used into turn 1. 14 and the 16 make contact off the corner. All the double zeros around in the background. And the 8 car, again, a familiar sight. The 8 got wrecked at the start of the heat. And now goes around at the start of the feature race. Caution is out. Looks like Cliff Mullins also went around in turns 3 and 4.
Sorry about that on corner exit. There's got didn't mean to get into you.
So Cliff Mullins missing his front end. Must have had a pretty hard contact
No
at 3 and 4, but we didn't see it. We were looking at the 8 and the 00 who wrecked. So we'll look at that wreck first. Looking at the 00 front right here. So he has to check up for the 37. Ends up going around and tagging the 8 car, and then we look up front toward the middle of the pack, the 37 with a dive bomb. I wouldn't say a dive bomb, maybe just entered the corner. Normally it looks like the 6 car may have checked up a bit more than he expected. Cliff kind of playing the nice guy right here. Gonna ride on board.
If there's anyone that didn't get on that first lap,
See, he's gonna try to enter the corner right here. And he checks up so hard, he ends up wrecking himself. So, you know, in a case where he could have plowed through the 6 and wrecked Lauren, he instead took himself out. Gonna have to take that fast spare, come out the back of the pack. And Giglio was able to take over the lead from Edwards. Pit lane is not a busy place. Looks like the field is back double file, getting ready to go green this time. Giglio steps on a green flag, is back out. Clear in the first place, side by side for second, Nagel and Edwards, with Andrew Beach just behind those two. And the caution is out. Your car stopped in turns 1 and 2. Crozier and Lafayette among those involved. We have to apologize, we're missing somebody on the tower. There we go. All 11 drivers now shown. Sorry about that. So we'll take a look at what happened on this caution. It's just after the restart, the 45. Looks like may have had a rough start. Head down into turn 1. Bit of a slide job. The 6 car turns the 45 around, and the 00 nowhere to go. Gets caught up on this one too. Look from on board. Lafayette. Yeah, looks like he actually gets it woed down. Not so much damage to that car, so. Say not too much to worry about in that 00.
2 weeks in a row. God, we gotta do something like that. Yeah, it really puts me off now. Welcome to my world last week. Once again, I didn't need bonus points.
Adam, can something be done about that? I mean, that's really not fair.
So, pace car lights out once again. Gonna try to go green for the 3rd time tonight. Have not completed a green flag lap, I'm pretty sure, so. I think Michael Edwards may have parked it. 10 cars left on track. Blake Giglio Gets a good start once again. Nagel actually clears into second. He gets a really good start. Beach now to the inside of the 86. That 71 Pontiac's looking really strong. Sorry, not a Pontiac. I swear that car used to be a Trans Am. Weird. Alright, well, the 85 Pontiac, they're in 4th place. Too much going on around the track right now. Looks like side by side for 8th place. Bad. Oh, not very good run on the top. Makes the 37 slow down a bit. Now the 37 and the 8 on the bottom lane. Try to make that little lane dig. Now the 6 and the 37 side by side. 37 a little bit of a slide job in the 3. Keeps it low. Clean pass right there. Now the 45 and the 6 side by side. Ooh, the 6 car. Bit of a wiggle on the exit. Still out front, almost out to a second lead now. And up one with Blake for a lap. See how he's taking it around Williams Grove. Like little 0 and the 35 side by side for top 5. Lafayette slides into 5th. Off turn 2. Takes a look to the inside of the 35. 35 catches the break in the wall and destroys the front end of that 35 car. Oh my goodness. Either that's kind of a netcode incident. No, he can't turn. That car is not turning. He's gonna have to take it down pit road, I bet. That right front tire does not look like it's straight anymore. And there's this bumper laying on the backstretch. Surprised there's no debris caution. And the 35 just hemorrhaging spots after that contact. So let's take a quick look at this. Right here. Go on board 35. Let's see. Oh, it's next lap. Apologize. We're gonna find it. I didn't think it was this far forward. Okay, it was the lap before. All right. We are missing what's going on track right now. I apologize for that, but it gets a bit too high on the backstretch and just makes contact with the outside wall. Williamsgrove notorious for that break in the wall, and the caution's out. I knew it would happen. I spent way too long looking at that replay. I'm sorry about that. So it looks like Banky and Crozier involved in the third caution tonight, and we'll see what happened. 35, still with that front end damage. It looks like. Just trying to make a turn. The right front tire is not connected anymore, and just a pile up into turn 3. The 35 is just, I mean, that car is not turning well anymore, and he's still trying to make it work. So that'll be a caution. Nobody, I'm sure, is going to take down pit road unless they need damage fixed. It's really no point. I'm sure we'll take it down. Take that fast repair.
Tell me to let you vibe around.
Now you were catching me. I need you to call back to where we were here.
Andrew, I'd missed that if that was on me.
I said you were catching me. I need you to not do that.
Yeah, now I gotta start over. I needed that to stay green.
So, Pacetrack lights are out once again. 35 is still on pit road. Maybe he didn't have the fast repair checked. Or maybe I already used it. Am I forgetting something? Either way, 1 to green right now. Here we go. Blake Giglio steps on it once again. Blake with a really good start. Mega will also clear the turn 1. Now side by side for third for the moment. Looks like they straightened it out. The 86 is really putting the pressure on the 16. Giglio probably doing some mirror driving at this point. Damon Nagel making a move to the bottom of the racetrack on the 16 of Blake Giglio. See if he goes for a slide job right here. In turn 1. Slides him on the bottom, makes contact with the 16. Those two, just a little bit of dooring. It's alright, it's dirt track racing. Looks like the 86 dozes out a bit out. Oh, the 16 drives down into the right rear. I don't know what that was about. Oh, man. And that allows the 71 of Andrew Beach to get by. Looks like the 35 in Matt Banky may be out of this race. Top 3 starting to get a bit spread out. Now the 86 and the 71, I'm sorry, not spread out. 86 does get by the 71 for second place. Now Damon Nagel going to try to get his way back around the 16 if he can. Got a lot of speed right now in that 86. Like he's using that middle lane in that right rear on the marbles. And it seems to be working. It's a great run off the corner. That moves the 16 up now. Everybody's going up to the marbles. It's side by side for the lead. 16 will just be clear in the turn 1. And that bottom lane is starting to go. It's going to be harder and harder to get by and make a pass. But as I say that, they're dead even down the backstretch. Damon Nagel with a great run on the bottom lane. See if he can do it again. Looks like dead even at the line. Don't even know who led that lap. Looks like Blake Giglio by just a hair. The 86 goes around. Oh man, he was doing so good. That was, I mean, I think he had a great shot to take the lead right there, and oh man, just a simple mistake. It's the thing with these street stocks. They seem like they're so slow, and you know that it doesn't take much skill to drive them. But honestly, I think in some cases they're harder to drive than a sprint car. They're just so touchy in the corner, and you got to be so precise with where you put it. And that right front is just disconnected. Let's see what happens to the 86 right here. I mean, just a phenomenal effort. Tried to get this whole slider to the 16 down into 1, and it just did not grip in the rear end. 71 helped him around a little bit, and that just sent him straight to the inside tire barrier. Tough break for that 86 machine. He'll probably have to come down and take a fast repair. Luckily, he does have one left, I think. Oh! Oh, no. No way. Oh, no! Oh, I think that car just went off the edge of the track.
Upside.
Hopefully the tow isn't too long and he can get back out here before the yellow flag is
Lucky
lifted.
dog outside.
It's
Lucky
really
dog
unfortunate.
outside.
So, I mean, as long as the tow is short, he's got his fast per checked, he might be able to get out here before the green flag waves. Might be a few laps down, but there's always an opportunity for Lucky Dog. I mean, The only other car a lap down is the 35. Only got 1 lap back right there. It'll be 5 down, so... Oh, man.
Yeah.
And if I'm being completely honest, I think that was the one car who could have challenged Blake for this win. And, I mean, I'm not going to count anybody out at this point, obviously. You know, Blake had run away, and all of a sudden the 86 was challenging him for that lead, but... I mean, the 80... He had winning speed out there. He's still on pit road. Maybe taking tires right now. Tires are moving. We'll see if he can get out of pit road really quick. Maybe behind the leaders, but they're going green right now. He's gonna have to get out quick. Still not moving. I just hate it for him. Oh, the 8 car goes around. Caution's out once again. Man, that is a... He has been sideways so many times tonight, and I don't think any of it is doing. I mean, it's just not been going well. But here comes the 86 on the racetrack. Only 2 laps down. You know, that's manageable. It's not ideal, but see if he can come back from that. Should get the wave around right here. So let's see what happened to the 8 car. Down into turn 1. Looks like the 85 makes a bit of contact with the left rear of the 8. And I wouldn't put that fully on the 85 there. I think the 8 car might have had a, you know, had to check up a little bit in turn 1.
Lucky dog outside, lucky dog outside.
See right here, he checks up to avoid the 00, and the 85 just wasn't ready for it. And that actually, oh, never mind. I was gonna say it knocked the front end off of Elston's car, but it popped right back on, so. That's self-repairing damage model. Apparently. So it looks like no damage to really anybody on that. And the 86 should get the wave around when we take the 1 to go signal. So it'll put him 1 lap down. Well, he'll need his 1 more caution and he'll be back in this thing. Oh, no, I didn't think... He is 2 laps down right now. He's going to be able to stay 2 down with the wave around, so he's still going to be 2 down once we go green. That's a bit tougher to come back from, but, you know, still not out of the question. But, you know, go double file right now for all the lead lap cars. 8 cars left on the lead lap. 10 cars still out on track, just... few laps down, but here we go. The 16 and the 71 on the front row, getting ready to get us back started. There's green flag again.
Green flag.
16 with a great start. Clear up to the wall. Actually, you know, it wasn't as good as his previous restarts. I'll be honest, the 71 was super close. He's digging on that bottom lane. All the way up to the outside wall. Using that cushion. Not a very good run for Blake into that corner. I think he got a little loose, had to lift off the throttle, and that allowed the 71 to close in. The 8 car around again. No caution this time. 16 to the bottom this time in 1 and 2. It's surprising. So he's searching around trying to find grip wherever he can. Laps to go right now, 29 at the line in our 80-lap event here tonight at Williams Grove. Again, one of the 3 dirt Triple Crown races this season in the Street Stock Series. Caution is out. Crozier involved. Oh, almost clips the rear end of the 86. That was really close. And that should give the lucky dog to the 86. Assuming it didn't give netcode contact. Right there.
That was all on me, Scott. I was a
We'll
little
see
loose.
what happened with the 45.
Okay, I did everything I could to avoid it.
Into turn 3.
I wondered what was going to happen.
45 loose in the center of the corner, had to check up. The 85 wasn't ready for it. That sends the 45 down to the inside. And oh, it was so close.
Well, maybe try and figure out if you can help the struggle to the back of the track. How that's
Lucky dog high.
Oh, that had to have been a foot. Oh, man. Oh, the 86 does get the lucky dog. I'll put him 1 lap down. 1 lap away from getting back in this thing. Crozier looks like that car is alright. 35 at bank, he's still out on track. Looks like he's still missing that front end on that thing. Double file, 6th caution tonight, about to go back green. And we're back to green flag racing, 25 laps to go. Side by side into turn 1. 71 and the 37. Braddock just behind that 16 on the top lane. The 71 with a bit of a slide job, had to check up in the center of the corner. That really slowed down that top lane. And these cars are really momentum based, especially with getting the run off of that corner. So if you have to check up in the center, you're going to be killed for that entire straightaway after. Andrew Beach and Nathan Lafayette side by side for 2nd. Lafayette, slide job to the bottom of the racetrack. Looks like he'll file into 3rd place. 71. I think he hit the outside wall. I think he did exactly what the 35 did, but may not have killed the car. Quick look at it. I couldn't tell. But it looks like Blake Giglio pulling the way down. Lafayette into 2nd. Mullins up to 3rd. Oh, Mullins loose. Down into the inside, hits almost in the same exact spot the 86 did, and that's heavy front end damage on the 37. That race 22 Firebird not looking good. So, let's take a look quick at what happened on Mullins. See, he just gets in that slick, gets on the throttle a bit too early, and straight into the tires.
Lucky dog high.
He'll take it down pit road. I'm assuming gonna try to fix some of that damage. And Damon Nagel gets the lucky dog, gonna make his way back onto the lead lap after going 2 laps down in an incident earlier. So we'll see if he can make his way back up to the front. 19 laps to go right now, so not gonna have that much time. Still gotta make his way through several cars. We're looking out for him toward the back, see if he can make his way back up front. Here we go. Green flag back out. The 00 does not get a good start in the top lane. Now Andrew Beach gonna clear into second. Oh, maybe not. Not clear. And Beach really loose. Almost pulled a Cliff Mullins. He's able to save it and maybe hold on to 3rd place. Almost pulled out to a second already. Caution is out. Crozier involved. It's like Evers may have had an incident as well, but not the cause of the caution. I think Crozier was. So 8th caution of the night. See what happened with the 45. Got loose in turn 2. Hit about 10 feet after where Mullins did. Go on board with the 45. Thing just goes around. Seen that so many times tonight.
Lucky dog going high. Lucky dog. Lucky dog going high.
We're gonna go green with 10 laps to go. See what kind of moves these guys put on Giglio. I'm sure they're just thinking in the back of their mind, you know, this guy isn't full-time. It doesn't matter if I bump him out of the way. Just have to see what happens. Pace car lights are out. Here we go. Green flag again.
Green flag, stand on that left pedal.
Down into turn one, Giglio runs the bottom, trying to negate any sort of slide job that could come his way. And it looks like the 00 and the 71 both tried the top lane, and it really did not work for him. Lafayette was able to hold on to second, but lost a ton of time to Giglio. Now out over a second behind that 16. And Damon Nagel, who we talked about, you know, had a great run, had a ton of speed, had probably winning speed. Up to third place for the moment right now. Trying to get around that 85 of Elston. Giglio is just running away from the rest of the field. Does get around the 85. Now got his sights set on the 00. Side by side for fourth. Painter Beach with a bit of a slide job up into turn 3. Does not make it work, but does clear off turn 4. Giglio now over 2 seconds over the rest of the field. Five laps to go here at Williams Grove. Battle for the lead. Non-existent. Blake Giglio pulling away. But the battle for second might start heating up here soon. Battle for fourth is definitely on. They go right up to the rear bumper of the 00, Nathan Lafayette. Glide job almost gone wrong for the 86. Slid it real deep into turn 1. And came real close to clipping the rear end of the 00, but they make it work. 37 to Cliff Mullins. Comes out of nowhere. I don't know how he ended up here. His right front is disconnected from the car. May have had an incident, but we're on the white flag lap. He's just trying to make it back around to the checker. Giglio, bit of walk contact in 3 and 4, but he'll take it home.
Now,
Giglio wins it at Williams Grove. Nathan Lafayette.
That's the ignorant.
Good battle for the second
was the
place.
fun
Looks
till
like
the end there.
Lafayette noses just out in front of the 86. Scott Elston takes it home 4th at 85. Andrew Beach in 5th. That's 71. Weaver's in 6th and Warren in 7th. Final car on the lead lap. Like doing a ton of dirt donuts. Having fun out there, burn it down. We're gonna get a word with our 3rd place finisher, Damon Nagel. Hey Damon, it's Lucas in the booth. Got me?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, you had a ton of speed tonight. Took it home 3rd, still got a podium out of it, and came from 2 laps down. I mean, that was an up and down race for you. How'd you feel about your speed tonight, and how'd you feel about the race as a whole?
I liked it. I felt like I could give Blake a run for the win here until all of a sudden, trying to get into the pits, I fell through the track and then had to tow. But that was still fun. I was glad to get back in the lead lap and work my way back up, and I liked it.
Absolutely, man. We saw you. You were up there battling with Blake. We thought you had speed to take him down, but you're coming into the pits there, and on our end, you just disappeared, and I was so confused what was happening. I don't know what it is with this track. Just is weird. I don't know how you just go off the track on pit entry.
Yeah, I was hard enough already with my front right tire broken, so I could barely turn, and then all of a sudden it just disappears on me.
Oh man, yeah, that puts you 2 laps down, but heck of an effort to take it home 3rd, especially after that. So your STO on that, man. You got any sponsors or shout outs for us tonight?
Thanks for you for broadcasting and today's Trevor project.
All right, man. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Have a good one.
Damon Nagel finishing 3rd tonight at 86. We'll get a word with Nathan Lafayette, our 2nd place finisher. Hey, Nathan, it's Lucas. Got me?
Yeah, I copy you, Lucas.
Hey, man, we took it home 2nd tonight. Just couldn't take home Blake, and, sometimes can't help wonder myself, if Blake weren't there, what would this race be like? And, man, you would have taken home a win, but, 2nd place, still a good night for you, and you had a ton of speed tonight, and you were battling up front all night. How was the race for you, and how'd you feel about your car tonight?
Yeah, I mean, certainly no shame in finishing 2nd to Blake. And I don't really know, I've never really figured out Williams Grove, never been good here, but I somehow got a podium in the wing sprints earlier in the season, and I got a podium here. So maybe I'm secretly liking the place, but I struggled kind of when the track was fresh, but as it started to slick off, I was able to find some lanes that could run, and other people kind of struggling. So kind of came on at the end there.
Yeah, for sure. It looked like you were really strong when that track started slicking off. It was fun to watch you work your way through the field, and took it home 2nd here tonight. You got any sponsors or shout outs for us?
Just the whole C2X team. I know it's kind of a rough night for the team, but glad to bring home second for the team and see what can happen. Good luck to Andrew and Cliff on the championship race. I'm probably going to miss the next 2 races, so we'll see if we're on a battle and they can do, and hopefully it's a good rest of the season. Thank you for broadcasting.
All righty, man. I appreciate it. Congrats on that second again. We'll see you next week.
Sounds good. We'll see you.
It's Nathan Lafayette. We'll get a word with our winner here tonight, Blake Giglio. Hey, Blake, it's Lucas. Got me?
Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on. Oh,
Okay. All right.
I'm back. We're good.
You know, we blew through those first 2 interviews, and we go up to Blake, and he's not even ready for it.
I wasn't ready.
Well, man, you took it home first tonight. I mean, it looks like, it might have been up in the air if you were going to take home the win there halfway through the race, but, toward the end, I think once the track started slicking off, the top lane came in, you just drove away from everybody, especially in those last 10 laps, and I think you put almost 4 seconds on the field at the end of that race. So impressive effort from you. How was the car driving tonight? That's my biggest question.
It was pretty tight, but it was fun. It's the whole night you had to drive the car, and that was probably the most fun I've had here at this track in a while. They were faster than me for probably 10, 20 laps, I think, right in the middle, like you were saying. Then I couldn't figure out what they were doing, but then at the end of the race, we figured it out, and you were able to drive away.
Yeah, for sure. You took that 16 home in victory lane tonight. I think the only races you really run this season were the dirt races. So I don't know. Do you think you're going to show up for the last 2 here at the end of the season?
Where are they?
That is a good question. South Boston and Myrtle Beach, some great racetracks.
South Boston, probably. Myrtle Beach is up in the air. Probably. I'll probably be at both of those. I mean, they're fun. Not dirt fun, but it's still fun.
All right. Well, Farmer Blake.
You can't even be. Whoa, buddy. Don't make me go there.
You got any sponsors or shout outs for us?
Yeah, the broadcast sucked tonight. So we gotta get a new one of those. I'm Not Performance, CC Racing, Lodrigi Sports, Apex Auto Glass, Jake Swanson Shack Technology. Everyone's on the car, and no one's on the car, but.
Well, Who's Your Tire, VP Racing, Dirt Vision?
Yeah, Who's Your Tire, Chevy, all those. I need a new paint scheme. Wink.
Yeah, I don't know who makes paints around here.
No,
I think you're out of luck.
Yeah, I think so.
Alrighty, Blake. Well, congrats on another win. And I don't like you keep getting these wins. Creeping up on me. I got to get my 100th in the next week.
Buddy, I don't race. You have way more starts than me, so it's okay.
Yada, yada, yada. All right, Blake. We'll see you next week.
You're a bum. You're a bum.
Alrighty, that was Blake Giglio. Took the win home tonight. Took that checkered flag first. Results on screen. Giglio in first. Nathan Lafayette took it home second. Naaman Nagel in third. Scott Elston was able to take home fourth. Andrew Beach in fifth. Ethan Avers in sixth. Brianna Laurent in seventh. That was the top 7 in the lead lap. Beyond that, Cliff Mullins finishes the lap down. He took it home to the checkered with that broken, I think the entire right front suspension was broken on that thing. So props to him for being able to finish the race. Adam Crozier as well takes it home 9th, finished that race just a few laps down. Matt Benke also finished 10th, getting that top 10. Michael Edwards, who made an early exit to the race on lap 6, going to take it home 11th. And that is our 11 car finishing order tonight. Thank you all for joining me. As always, if you want to get in on the action, be sure to click the links in the description and to dgsracing.com or the Sidewinder Racing League's Discord. And you get you signed up for any race during the week. Every end of the week, we're racing something. And they're all a ton of fun, but I do want to give a special shout out to the street stocks tonight. And Adam does a great job with these. And maybe if you want to pop over to the 87s on Fridays as well, they're a ton of fun. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. And I'll see you next week.